Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Leslie and I like to post lifestyle, budgeting, and motherhood type of content here on the Mother Plan. First of all, y'all, happy freaking New Year. It is now 2021. It's been a week. We're not even going to talk about what's going on for this past week. We're just going to move on to the next week and hopefully that the country can get it together. So, we did get our stimulus checks and I am going to go ahead and allocate that money. Now, I was still on the fence of what to do with my money, but I decided to go ahead and pretty much stuff the majority of it. It's going to go into our cash envelopes and our sinking funds. Our sinking funds is just like a mini savings account anyway, so I felt comfortable with putting that money into our sinking funds, and if we need it for emergency, you always have your sinking funds that you can deplete on top of your regular emergency fund. So we do have our starter emergency fund and some other monies that are put away. I did get that question a few videos back about, hey, I never saw your emergency fund. That's because when we started our debt-free journey, we started during tax season. So it was very easy to bypass baby step number 1. So we were able to get our emergency fund fairly quickly. So that's why you guys haven't seen any videos on that, because it was fully funded when we first started. So I hope I answered that question. So we ended up getting the stimulus check and we qualified for the max amount for our family. So it ended up being a total of $2,400. And I decided to leave about $150 or so into the checking account as a buffer for this month. So this is just the remaining balance, and that is $2,250. So that's what we're going to be stuffing today. And I have my tray set up here, and I have my envelopes to the side. So let's go ahead and get started, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some music when I sort out our money and set up our bank, and I'll be right back. Such a bright star in the dark space. Babe, it never worked out with the others. All we ever did was fight. Alright guys, we're back. So y'all, in the midst of me sorting out this money, I just decided that I am not going to stuff the cash envelopes. I'm going to do the sinking funds, but I don't think I want to, and here's my reason, because I use these envelopes pretty frequently, and that's a lot of money to be carrying around here and there. So I just decided that I'm going to take the amount that I was going to put in our cash envelopes and I'm going to set it aside. So it's going to be in this bank, but at the end I'll gather up that money and put it in a separate envelope to keep in the sinking fund binder. So that way when we do our paycheck breakdown, I'll already have that money. I just thought about it like, ooh, that's a lot of money to just kind of have sitting there. So off camera, what I did was just go ahead and add this blank envelope here, and I'm going to store the money that I was going to put into the everyday envelopes, and I will stuff those during the paycheck breakdowns. Just because I felt like, you know how you get a little bit of anxiety, like, oh, that's a lot of money to just kind of have in these envelopes I'm going to be carrying around. So we're going to go ahead and just basically take these envelopes and put to the side, and we'll just jump right into the sinking fund folder because we have quite a bit to stuff in these envelopes. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Alright, and I do have my sinking fund sheet off to the side. I'll go ahead and update those totals as we go along. Alright, so for the first category, we have our home maintenance envelope. This one, we have not spent anything since the last time we did a cash stuffing, and we should have $247. That's 50, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 150. 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210, 215, 220, 225, 230, 235, 240, 245, 246, and 247. All right, so we have 247 to start off with, and I am going to be adding $140. Sorry, that 50 threw me off. I've been practicing, y'all, trying to count with the 50s. It's just one of those things that's kind of odd. So that's why I kind of had to separate it this time. So $140, and we'll take 100 and 2 20s. Okay, so there's our 140. I'm going to add that. All right, now we have 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 280, 290, 300, 310, 320, 330, 340, 350, 355, 360, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87. All right, now we have $387, which is very good. We haven't used, much out of this envelope, but I just want to keep stuffing it because you never know when something is needed around the house. And my goal for this envelope is $1,000. So we are definitely not there. So we'll just keep putting money in there until we get to our goal. Awesome. So next one is car maintenance. Y'all already know what the deal is with this envelope. So we are definitely going to be putting some money in here. So we started off with $717, and I'm going to add $300 to this envelope. My goal is $1,000, and I set this goal in the very beginning of setting up my sinking funds. So I'm going to continue to go past the goal because I already know it's not going to be enough considering the stuff that I have to do. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700, 800, 900, 950, 970, 980, 990, 1,000, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we have $1,017, y'all. So we have technically met our goal. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and keep stuffing this one. And then, but I am at a point where I feel like I can go ahead and price out everything and see exactly how much everything is going to be. And then if we need to just add a little bit of money from either our buffer or just kind of, budget out of a paycheck, then I'm okay with that. But at least we have met our goal. Yay. So car maintenance is good. I'm going to go ahead and write my balance on here. $1,017. Okay, next up is pet care. Pet care, we did have $146, I believe. Let me make sure. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46. Okay, perfect. So we have $146. And for this one, we're going to just add, we'll do 100 and we'll do 250s. Now we should have $246. 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46. Perfect. We have $246 in pet care. Next up is Terminex. Technically, this one is fully funded, so it is $500 in here. That was our goal, but they have not taken the money out yet. So I'm going to go ahead and still add to this envelope since it's technically a new year, and I know they're going to be taking the money out probably within the next couple of weeks. You just haven't done it yet. So I'm going to go ahead and add $50 to this one. So now we should have $550. 100, 150, 200, 250, 20, 40, 60, 80, 350, 20, 40, 60, 80, 450, 470, 480, 490, 500, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. $550. Very good. I'm gonna go ahead and write that on my sheet. This envelope is thick, y'all. It's a lot of change in here. Next up is back to school. Now, back to school has $20 in here. And this is something that's kind of put a little bit here and there. I don't really spend that much money on back to school items. You know, mainly just some clothes here and there, but we just get things as needed. So I'm gonna go ahead and add $40 to this envelope. So we will do 2 20s, and then now we should have $60. 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60. All right. I like the bigger bills to be in the front. Let me know if y'all like that too. Leave me a comment if you prefer the same. It just looks better to see the bigger bills. It makes you feel more accomplished than looking at the smaller bills first, right? See that? Yeah, we want to see the bigger bills. All right, y'all, moving on. So back to school is good. So my daughter's karate envelope, we need a little boost, y'all, because we used all this money back in November. Right now we only have 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, $60 in here. And I'm gonna go ahead and give us a little boost, and we're gonna do $200. So I'm gonna grab 2 $100 bills. And then now we have 1, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. $260. Add that to my sheet. So the goal for this one is $1,500, and the goal date is by the end of November. So we gotta definitely stay on top of this envelope. The kids cost money. All right, so next up is birthday and gifts. So we did spend some money in this envelope because my mom's birthday was yesterday, y'all. So we started off with $207. I ended up using $107 out of this envelope, and I'm gonna go ahead and add $200 back into this envelope. So kind of want to break it up a little bit. So let's do that. We'll do 2 50s, and actually let's do 3 50s. 350, so that's 150, 170, 190, and then we'll do a 10. So now we should have $300. So 100, 150, 200, 250, 270, 290, and 300. Add that. My goal for this envelope for the year is to maintain $500. So I have not done a kind of like a 2021 budget setup video. I'm kind of debating on that. I may do like a financials goal video and kind of lump all of it into one. We shall see, but I'm kind of just letting you know as we go along. So the goal for this envelope is $500, and some of my envelopes are rollover envelopes, meaning that I have a goal and that may be the minimum, but I will keep stuffing that envelope just because. And then there are other ones that I just know exactly the amount that we need, and I just stuff that amount, and then we are fully funded, and that's it. So things like the HOA is always $75, so there's no need for me to stuff more than that, or something like the Terminex bill. Other things such as car maintenance and home maintenance, all that type of stuff, I have a goal in mind, but I will still probably add to those envelopes as more money come in, if that makes sense. So some of them have goals that are a definite, and then some of them are just kind of like a ballpark, and I just want to keep making sure we have extra money into those categories. Okay, so birthdays and gifts are done. HOA, as you can see, it is finally empty. They did go ahead and take out our home association fees this week, so we are starting back over from scratch. So we started off with $75, and they did take out the $75, so now we have zero. And I'm just gonna go ahead and add $10 because, like I said, this one is very small amount, and I'm just gonna put something in there, here and there, until we reach that amount that we need. So $10, I'm gonna update my little sheet. Same thing with the Amazon. Amazon comes out for us around September-ish. And I believe it's about $120 or $119, something like that. So we haven't put any money in this envelope since September, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and start over with this one. And I'm gonna be adding $10 just to get us started. And then we are good with that one. Okay, next is emergency prep. So this one is a fairly new category for us, probably about a month or two old. And you know, I just had to think about it, like, you know, what if we need something? And I do have my emergency fund for like an unexpected expense or a medical bill and all that stuff. But I wanted to have things that we could just buy, as in emergency prep only, for hurricanes, for food shortages, for just anything that you could think that your family may need if, you know, you had to kind of hunker down a little bit at your house. What are the items that you may need if your power went out? Just, you know, miscellaneous things like that. So the goal for this envelope for right now is $500. Right now we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have $108 in this envelope, and I'm gonna go ahead and add another $100. So we will do two 50s. So we should have $208. I'm gonna count just to make sure. 50, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 200, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. $208. Yay. Okay, so then we are moving on to taxes. So I have finally made a decision. I am going to take this envelope out and move it into my business binder. So I decided that I am going to separate the business expenses and income and do all of that in one binder, and that way I won't get confused and I won't forget about this envelope. I just wasn't quite sure how I was going to handle it. So now that we're in 2021, moving forward, I will do a separate like paycheck breakdown for that and a cash stuffing for the business income. So that is going to be where I stuff the taxes, and then, you know, I got to figure out what other categories I need to have, like general savings for the business. I need a payroll envelope so I can make sure to pay myself because y'all, I've opened the Etsy shop since June of 2020 and I have not yet to pay myself, like for real. Like everything just goes back into supplies, inventory, just marketing, just all that kind of stuff. So I really need to move forward with paying myself. In 2021, I need to definitely start getting some type of profit so I can use that money to get out of debt, because that's exactly why we started that business, was to generate some side hustle income so I can start paying off our debt faster. So I am going to make it a point to pay myself and not just see what I have left over, because I've noticed that I go say, all right, let me put this aside for taxes, and I have not done my first round of taxes yet. just a side note. But I've done like, all right, let's go ahead and put away for taxes. What supplies do I need? What equipment do I need? And I pretty much end up spending it all back into the business. So if there are any other categories that you guys can think of as far as business envelopes, let me know. Leave me a comment down below. And then this one is our vacation envelope. Yay. Finally start looking forward to some vacations around here. We have not gone anywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of put stuff in here. You know, if we have some extra money here and there. I'm not going to go really intense with this envelope because we are trying to pay off debt, and you know, it is what it is. So I am going to start off with $100, and then, you know, we'll see how things go from there. So there we go, 250s for this envelope. And yes, it has a Disney in there because, you know, I like Disney. I definitely love Disney World. Okay, so that one is done. And this is that envelope that we said I'm going to set aside for the cash envelopes, just like our everyday envelopes. And I'm gonna put all of this money that is left. So let's see what we have left. All right, we have 1, 2, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 750, 20, 40. That's 800 right there. 20, 40, 60, 80, 900. 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 1,000. That's $1,000 even. Yep, that makes sense because I did kind of divvy up what I thought we needed for each category. So we are correct. I'm gonna go ahead and get this together. All right, y'all, perfect. So I'm going to put all this money right here into this back envelope that doesn't have anything in it. And this will be used for our upcoming cash stuffings when we do our paycheck breakdown. Y'all, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to close this binder. This is a lot of money. Let me see. Woo. Look at that. Let's see here. We're gonna see how strong is this magnet. Wow. Okay. Look at that. It actually held all of that together. Let's just see how much we have in there. All right, for our sinking funds total, we have all right, y'all, we have $3,148 into our sinking funds. And honestly, if you add that $1,000, that's $4,148 in this whole binder. And it is stuffed to the brim, okay? So I definitely will do a unstuffing probably this month. So yeah, I don't think I can put much more in here. So yeah, we're gonna have to condense some of that change that's in there. Okay, so starting off the new year right. We definitely appreciate that stimulus check. It helped us out a lot. Again, y'all, thank you so much for staying with us throughout this whole journey. It is a new year. I am ready to crush this debt for real. I'm going to put everything extra that we have towards savings and debt, and more so focusing on the debt. So I wanted to definitely use the stimulus check to kind of get us a good head start on these sinking funds, just because I'm not really sure how much I'm going to be able to throw into the sinking funds since we are going to be focusing on paying off debt. Also, someone asked me about saving challenges because I have not mentioned it on my channel yet. Y'all, I do want to participate. I see there are so many awesome saving challenges out there. It's just that I have to kind of pick and figure out if it's going to be beneficial for me and my family right now, since we are in so much debt. Most of the girls that are doing the savings challenges, they are either past that point of saving for a debt or they have very little debt to go. So I'm just trying to weigh out the options. I may pick 1 or 2 savings challenges, and just so we can, you know, make this a little bit fun, and I may just throw all of that to debt at the end of the year, kind of make it something like that, versus me just kind of saving just to put into a savings account when I have so much debt. If I only had like maybe 20 grand left of debt, or 15 or something, then maybe, but y'all, we still over $100,000, so I don't think I have the luxury to be like, yeah, let's go with these savings challenges, because I don't want that interest to keep building up on me throughout the year if I have the money that I can put towards that debt right away, if that makes sense. So we will do a couple small challenges, and I'll let you guys know which one we decide to go with in the upcoming video. Okay, so again, thank you so much for sticking in there with us through this journey. Thank you if you are a new subscriber. Thank you so much for joining our family. If you're not a subscriber, please consider hitting that subscribe button so you guys can stay updated on our journey. I post videos pretty much weekly around here, sometimes once or twice a week. And yeah, so we would love to have you guys along with us, and I love to talk to you guys in the comment section. So please don't forget to leave us some encouraging words down below, or if you have a question, I'll be glad to answer them there. All right, y'all, don't forget to hit the like button, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.